somebody just called us right now and nobody picked up. Here's what most people don't know. That caller is already gone for good. And they're already dialing your competitor, the next person on the list. Unless this one automation is running and it texts them back automatically in a matter of seconds without anyone lifting a finger. And it saves leads that would have disappeared completely. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to configure a missed call text back in GoHighLevel. This is by far one of the most useful triggers automations in GoHighLevel. By the end of this video, you're going to have a fully built missed call text back inside GoHighLevel up and running. And I'm going to show you why every single step matters, not just click through it. So let's get started. First of all, what you want to do is obviously log into your GoHighLevel sub account. Then, as always, go down to Automations and click Create Workflow. Now, you can also build a workflow from using AI, and if you want to watch that video, go down to my channel and go ahead and watch it. But for the sake of this video, we're going to be focusing on how to build from scratch. So let's name it first. So the automation is a missed call text back. So obviously you would want to name it something like missed call text back. Then we're going to add a trigger, and this trigger is called call details. Now you can of course name it as whatever you want to make it simple for you, but we're just going to keep it call details. Then we're going to do add filters. The filters would be call direction and then select incoming, not outgoing. Then we're going to add another filter that's called call status. Then we're going to select the first option, the third option, the fourth option, and the fifth option. So we're going to select busy, no answer, or voicemail. So this is the call status. You didn't pick up because you were busy, you didn't pick up, or there was a voicemail. Then we're going to click Save Trigger. Now we're going to click on this button right here. That's a plus sign. What this does, this adds an action. Now instead of going all the way to here, you can just click this button right here. Now the action is going to be wait. Well, you might ask, why are we waiting if we want it to go instantly? Well, the reason is, if we don't wait, the person is going to think it's an actual automation or it's AI responding. And we don't want that. So if the text goes automatically right when they end the call, it's going to feel very robotic and not human-like. But we want it to feel natural. So we're gonna click for a set period of time, then change type, then we're gonna do minutes, and let's do this 0.10. That's going to give you around 10 to 12 seconds, but of course you can reduce this or increase as much as you want. So for example, if you want 8 seconds, you can do that, like 8 to 10. But make sure only put 0.8 if it's minutes. If it's seconds, just put 8 seconds, just like that. Then we're not going to select advanced window. Again, if you do that, your automation is completely going to fail. Now we're going to click Save Action. Now we're going to add another action that's called Assign to User. This applies to whatever user should own the follow-up system or the lead. And right now, I only have myself as a user because I'm a single-man team. But if you have multiple users, you can put as many as you want to have the same follow-up system. For now, I'm going to select myself. Then we're not going to turn this on because then it's going to mess up our whole system. We're going to click Save Action again. Then we're going to add another trigger that's called the contact tag right here. Then we're going to select the tag New Prospect Received. What this is going to do is it's going to let you track a specific lead, convert, and triggers any other automations you want. And then we're going to click Add Tag. Now, again, we're going to add another action right here. That is called Send SMS. Now, this is by far the most important action ever because this is what it actually sends an SMS. If you don't select this, your system is not going to do anything. So let's click Send SMS, action name SMS. You can select a template if you want, completely your choice again. And this is the message that the other person's going to receive. And I'm going to paste my prompt. But again, you're going to write your prompt or get it from another AI and tell it to make the prompt human-like and as natural as possible. So this prompt is, "Hi, sorry about that. We just missed your call. If you let us know what you need, we'll get right back to you." Now you can test the phone number and by adding your phone number, and you can add files through URL, but I do not recommend this or adding any attachments. Then you're going to do Save Action. Now, this was the SMS, the final moment our message actually goes. So what the process is, it only goes if the call details is busy, voicemail, or doesn't pick up. It waits a certain amount of time. For us, that's around 8 to 10 seconds. Then it assigns the user, adds the tag, and then finally sends the SMS. So that's the entire missed call text back automation. One trigger and 4 simple actions. And if you set this up today, you're already recovering leads that most businesses are quietly losing every single day. If this video helped you, make sure to subscribe because every week I'm breaking down automations like this one. I'll see you in the next video.